It's a legend of the Onondaga people who are part of the Iroquois nation, and it describes a situation in which, because of the gradual fading of light in the cosmos, it is decided that some cosmic forces must go and create the earth and all the living beings of the earth. And this takes the form of two brothers. That's, first of all, interesting. Two brothers, and they are not equal. One of the brothers is called he who grasps the world with both, the heavens, sorry, he who grasps the heavens with both hands. And the other is called Flint, or he who is crystal ice. And the thing about he who grasps the heavens with both hands is that he understands where it is he's come from and why he has come and has true creative power. Whereas the lesser brother says, I'm not interested in where I came from. I'm very happy living here and using my arrow, which was a gift from my father. And the arrow is also a flint arrow, which gives speech. So in this idea, there are two things that alert us to the relationship with the left hemisphere. That there is this arrow that is going for its target, the prey, and the idea of speech, and that it can manipulate using these. And indeed, this is what we now see, is that the good brother sets about creating, if I can use the terms good and bad as shorthand, because in fact they're both probably necessary here. The good brother creates beautiful creatures, and the other brother is jealous, and he takes his brother's creations and he walls them up in a cave. And so the good brother's very worried about this, and meanwhile the other brother, the lesser brother, tries to create creatures of his own, but effectively they are all misbegotten, and he creates something that is rather like a human, but it screams and runs off and hides. So it's a kind of nightmarish vision of a creation which is a creation of dark, in fact. And to cut a long story short, what happens is that the brother that has the insight and the power realizes that the other brother can do good as long as he is under the tutelage of his own self, as long as he himself has the tutelage of the brother. So that means he must get quite close to him, but on the other hand, he mustn't get too close to him, because otherwise he might get swallowed up in the doings of his brother. So there's a kind of necessary distance to be had. And effectively what happens is that they go ahead, and the good brother helps the other brother to create a human being, which the good brother thinks will probably end up attacking him and attacking the world. But he says, let us see what happens with this new human that we have made. And because he's already made a human, but this is the new human they've both made together. And at the end he says, there is a place which is created from the jealousy and the anger of the younger brother, the inferior brother, and if things go the way he wants, I will come and try and rescue you from going to this place, and I will do it twice, but if it happens a third time, I will not be able to save you. So that's the story. So it's an extraordinary story because it's one of an ongoing creation, a continuing process. It involves these two forces, one of which sees more and superintends that of the other. And it involves this conflict between them, which can lead to strife and destruction. And this idea I find extraordinary, that there will be a third time, because, of course, in The Master and His Emissary, I looked at the history of the West and suggested that twice already we had created a civilization which then decayed in this way, and now we are at that third moment.